Our political climate is outrageous from any point of view. Patriotism has been raped. Liberalism is brainwashed into extremism. The Iraq War was ill-conceived and ill-advised. Phrases used by our politicians are, "The American people have a right," "The American people ask us," "The American people want to be," "The American people elected us to do," "The American people told us," "The American people expect," "The American people demand," "The American people." We, the American people, lost our identity. We, the American people, are used by our political system. We, the American people, have to regain our identity and our respect at home and in the international community.
What is happening is unacceptable. This is why I cannot be a bystander. Yes, this is painful. I'd rather be following my passion by portraying sensuality and soul.
I became an American because I wanted to free myself from history. Yes, I am an immigrant. Legal. Yes, I have an accent. I swore to uphold and to defend the Constitution. I am bound by this oath. This is why I am concerned. This is why I cannot be just a bystander. Ladies and gentlemen, J.F. Kennedy said, "The ignorance of one voter in a democracy impairs the security of all." And the voters are we the people. Yes, we the American people. Then we have forgotten who we are. We are the American people they are talking about. Yes, I am an elevated orange American. Sheila and I were honored that you came to our show to endure outrage and to share our hope for outreach. You may have been outraged about what you saw. You may agree, you may disagree. We reach out to you who agree and who disagree. Outrage remains to be the fact. Outreach should be the act. Why? 9/11 struck deep into our hearts. We learned that you're either with us or against us. What happened? What have we, the American people, done? Why did we become so hated? Why do our children cannot get answers? Why? About 2 months ago, a young man, a first-time voter, talked to me. Then he screamed at me, "What has your generation done to us?" Then he cried, "What start have you given to us?" Yes, I could say he had a couple of drinks, but then my generation has failed. Guilty. I appealed to his courage. Please do better. Participate and vote. About 4 weeks ago, Sheila and I went to Europe. I to do business and Sheila for fun. Almost at the start of our arrival, we were confronted with one question over and over. What has happened to America? The America which was our role model. The America we so respected. The America we envied. The America of our dreams. What has happened to America? Mr. President, you led. The Senate was misled. Common sense, checks and balances, constitutional due diligence was neglect. But then we, the American people, have spoken, elected and re-elected. Our voice was heard around the world. Yes, Dick Cheney rules. The land of the brave reduced to television rating, brutality and sensation. Digitized nudity, the land of the free. Digitized aesthetics, digitized morals, digitized freedom, captured with digitized technology, modified with digital accuracy. Digitized voice over IP. Digitized surveillance invades our privacy, which was free. But come on, nothing matters to me. I am watching TV. What is for real, what is told, so that we know so little is our own fault. We are all covered weapons of mind. Our dream, our American dream, my respect, is drowning in the price of oil barrels. Pardoned corruption admired by we the American people have turned liberalism into a socialistic excess, have turned patriotism into color-coded fear. A divided nation, united by states, fragmented by Americans, protected by politicians, protecting their lucrative coexistence, horse-trading bills, peddling the virtues of yesterday's capitalism. Just name the price. Pork barrel politic works. Any rebates? Freedom thrives not on secrets but on education. Democracy blossoms not in enforcement but on education. There are socialistic democracies, there are capitalistic democracies, based on free market theories. And there is China. Based on what? No more communism? And we throw our capital into what? Yes, it's time for globalism. A stench of imperialism of strategic importance to a few. Act local, think global. We, the shareholders, don't care. China is a win. Katrina is a loss. Iraq is not what we were promised. America is on the limb. Surely. Our deals are in a toss. The soldier. General Douglas MacArthur. The soldier above all other men is required to practice the greatest act of religious training called sacrifice. For the same token, soldiers protect feudalism. Soldiers protect totalitarianism. Soldiers protect communism. Soldiers protect fascism. Soldiers protect capitalism. Soldiers protect sectarianism. Not for the people, but the power of a few. Soldiers, there is collateral damage of the innocent, where body count is obscure and Purple Hearts are no reward. Soldiers, defeated or victorious, you do the dirty work for little reward for an elite worshipped by we the people. Forgotten veterans, mutilated or lucky. And they told us, heroes they are all. Psalm 144, verse 1 and 2 reads, Blessed be the Lord my rock, who trains my hand for war and my fingers for battle, my loving kindness and my fortress, my high tower and deliverer, my shield and the one in whom I take refuge, who subdues my people under me. Soldiers, war, today and throughout history, has not changed. The Geneva Convention, a flash in the pan. The American few, focused on media anchors in desperation to create a frenzy. Frenzy translates into ratings. Ratings bring revenue from we the people want to be entertained by flashy, Botox-lipped icons. Yes, we the people want to know little. History is not a make-believe. History is not in the making. History but will repeat itself. News is sensation, sensation is tainted, and all is focused to television rating. That is why it is so important that we fit into that digitized ghetto which we like to call, with due respect, the American way. Oh dear, this little pimple on this perfect dome of fortune. Do you remember? Janet Jackson's boobs became an outrage, whilst our goody-goody frenzy was considered a healing outreach. We the people want to show that we have values to defend. My dream for America is a giant step towards the fulfillment of the Constitution, not an interpretation of its loopholes. A Bill of Rights, not for the power of a few. I became an American because I wanted to free myself from history. Yes, I am an immigrant. Legal. Yes, I have an accent. I swore to uphold and to defend the Constitution. I am bound by this oath. This is what makes me a conscious American. This is why I am concerned. This is why I cannot be just a bystander. Sheila is an American because she is born to be a proud American. This is why Sheila is concerned. This is why Sheila cannot be a bystander. We are passionately American. Yes, we the American people are considered to be naive by the world. And our elected politicians think they have reinvented history by playing obsolete imperial power games. Yes, we the American people do believe in a better society, in a global society, in a human society free from self-serving political and religious doctrines. Yes, we are so naive and believe that our power brokers tell us the truth. Tell us so precious little. Tell us you are either with us or against us. Shut up and be a patriot. Religious freedom is worth a prayer. Religious hypocrisy breeds fundamentalism. Righteousness turns into terror. Terror breeds fear, fear cages us all, and fear murders us all. In the name of the Almighty, the religious hatred of the cleric does it all. In God we trust, as we cannot trust ourselves. In the name of the Almighty, Buck, we will not waver lightly. Equality of all religions can prevent the ultimate war, nothing new. There's only one race, the human race. Nothing new. Yet our race is over. We discovered the ultimate war. Aren't we curious how it looks like when church bells ring silent, as they do sometimes so conveniently? How it looks like when we have disappeared all. Go and pray alone. Our destiny is the finger on the trigger. Relentlessly, we are staying the course. Or, as it is lately called, we have changed our strategy to tactical flexibility and waterboarding torture. What a tragedy. What a tragedy. Let us be reminded what we learned at school. The Webster's Dictionary defines invasion as an incursion of an army for conquest and plunder. The Webster's Dictionary defines occupation as the holding and control of an area by a foreign military force, as a military force occupying a country or the policies carried out by it. The Webster's Dictionary defines insurgency as a condition of revolt against a government that is less than an organized revolution that is not recognized as belligerency. The Webster's Dictionary defines liberalism as a political philosophy based on belief in progress, the essential goodness of man, and the autonomy of the individual and standing for the protection of political and civil liberties. Sheila and I will be proud one day to be called liberals. However, Karl Rove's dirty plots changes this all. The Webster's Dictionary does not define Islamofascism. So what are we brainwashed about? Is it a draft? I hate to make a prediction. Sheila's Outrage documentary is born from a bleeding heart. I've seen her tears, painting someone without a soul, and the someone is one she disrespects. What is happening, Sheila says, is unacceptable. This is why I have to speak out. I've seen her joy, painting someone with a soul, and the someone is one she loves. I'd rather follow, Sheila says, my passion by portraying sensuality and soul. Sheila and I came to California to play in the sand, built a house, opened the windows, looking out. Oh, by the by, has anybody seen little you, I, who stood on a green hill and threw our wish at blue? He comes. Our California, our Santa Cruz, our walk on the beach, our fog, our sunset, admired by us all, became our paradise. Sheila, quite a marketeer, had invited our Santa Cruz City Council, our Santa Cruz County Board of Supervisors, our state assemblymen, our Senate representatives, our House representatives. Sheila had invited, in vain. Our politicians were too busy campaigning and had little or no time to listen to we, the American people. Yes, when we, the American people, speak from our soapbox, our elected representatives seem to go into hiding, fearing our remaining power, hoping for re-election. Sheila and I reach out to you and promise that we will keep on caring about what is going on. And we urge all of you to be vigilant and fair, and above all, we, the American people, vote. Thomas Jefferson. We in America do not have a government by a majority. We have a government by the majority who participate. People. Bear in mind, politics as usual has failed we the people. Politicians get it, or at least take notice. We expect more from you, a real change to American politics, as we the American people are seriously pissed off about what is done in our name, we the American people. This is why Sheila and I are at an alert level orange, elevated. Sheila and I were honored that you came to our show to endure outrage and to share our hope for outrage. And there was Katrina. And there is still Katrina. And there's a young man in Santa Cruz called Curtis who followed his heart. A compassionate American who needs your support to help the forgotten Katrina victims. Please, let's not forget so easily. Sheila painted Curtis. Read his plea. Please support Curtis generously. Follow your heart. Be an American.